Good afternoon, I am Stephanie
And I am Mary,
and this is the Cooking Smart Show.
Today we are going to make chocolate cupcakes.
It is going to have a mild chocolate flavor and moist texture that is topped with a rich and creamy chocolate butter frosting, and it can be picked into lovely swirls and covered with colored sprinkles.
First, let's start with the chocolate cupcakes. We are going to need half a cup, it's 50 grams of cocoa powder,
A cup, almost 240 milliliters of boiling hot water,
1 1/3 cups, it's 175 grams of all-purpose flour,
2 teaspoons of baking powder,
half a cup, it's 113 grams of butter at room temperature,
a cup, it's 200 grams of granulated white sugar, 2 large eggs, and finally 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract.
Before starting, it's important to preheat the oven up to 119 degrees Celsius and to line about 16 muffin cupcakes with paper liners. In a separate bowl, whisk together 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Mix until uniform.
Then we are going to use an electric mixer, or we could also use a hand mixer, to beat half a cup of butter at room temperature until it becomes smooth.
Now add a cup of granulated white sugar and smooth on again for a few minutes until it becomes light and fluffy.
Okay. Scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed. Thereafter, add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract and 2 large eggs, one at a time, and beat them together. Okay.
Okay. Then we will add the second one. Scrape down the sides of the bowl when you need. Okay. Now add the flour mixture and beat only until it is incorporated. Okay.
Okay. Scrape down. chocolate mixture and stir until smooth, like this. Okay.
Okay. So, let's fill each muffin cup about 2/3 full with butter.
Okay, it's time to bake it for about 16 to 20 minutes, just until they rise. They are springy to the touch, and a toothpick inserted into a cupcake comes out clean when they're ready. Do not over-bake or the cupcakes will be dry.
We are going to let the cupcakes cool down at room temperature. It takes about an hour.
While it cools down, we are going to prepare the chocolate butter frosting. To make it, we need 4 ounces, it is 120 grams of unsweetened chocolate, coarsely shooked.
2/3 of a cup is 150 grams of butter at room temperature.
1 1/3 cups, it is 160 grams of confectioner's icing sugar.
1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. So, first we need to melt some chocolate. We are going to use 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, and we need to chop it into small pieces.
We put this wet-proof bowl placed over a saucepan of simmering water and melt it until smooth. Okay, it is melting.
After melting it, we have to let it cool down to room temperature. That will take about 10 to 15 minutes.
The chocolate is already cold, so we will finish this part of the recipe. We will need 2/3 of a cup of butter at room temperature.
We are going to beat it in a bowl of an electric mixer or with a hand mixer until it becomes smooth and creamy. It will take about 1 minute.
Okay, now add 1 1/3 cups of confectioner's sugar and beat it until it becomes light and fluffy.
Okay. Scrape down the sides to make sure that all the sugar gets mixed into the butter. Now we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, beat down until it is incorporated.
Now we are going to add the melted chocolate. Okay. Make sure that the chocolate has already cooled down at room temperature, because if it hasn't, it will melt the butter, which is not what we want.
We are going to start beating in low speed until the chocolate and the butter become incorporated, and then we are going to turn up the speed to medium height and beat it until frosting is smooth and glossy. It will take about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, make sure it mixed all together. We can either spread the frosting on the cupcakes with a small spatula, or if pipping, use a large, Wilton, one-end open star tip to make lovely swirls.
We have to press down to get all the frosting, and we make sure that we have all the air over the bag.
When we have a kind of frosting come down, we will twist the end, and then we go around it slowly, making swirls. Like this.
Then we are going to put some sprinkles.
Delicious! The cupcakes are ready to be eaten.
Until next time,
I am Stephanie,
and I am Mary,
and this is the Cooking Smart Show.